if I got in trouble for merely advocating for myself at these higher educational institutions, and I got deemed a terrorist, a threat to society. I lost everything countless times. Well, I shouldn't say countless times, but more than enough times. Well, and you got these politicians coming out and celebrities calling for discrimination and action, harassment and intimidation practices, even threatening kidnapping and whatever else to other people and whatnot. And the thing is that because of these people's positions, they didn't have to, and especially because they're on the one side and they're fitting the narrative that the establishment wants, which is, everything against Trump or the Trump administration or whatever the hell else, right? So that's why none of these people are being. They just had to do a little muesli, apology. And Roseanne lost her show because of a little slapstick remark because people can't take a damn joke. Well, wait, got cotton picking minute. Oh no, did I just offend somebody? Go pick me a t-shirt. I say that all the time, and it went way over people's heads. And I said it to everybody. Same complexion as myself, and lighter and darker. Go pick me a t-shirt. And, we need to, that's the damn thing, is what's with these double standards. We're so willing to, open up military bases for migrants. But we can't do anything about opening the doors for our own, for veterans at military bases, the homeless veterans that are out there. Or how about just our homeless population here in the United States itself? That's what's really disgusting, is that we're, not even taking care of our own people, and we're allocating resources that should be given to our population of this nation, disgusted nation right now, and none of it makes sense. None of it makes a lick of sense. It's very unfortunate. We need to, maybe that's what we need to do. We just need to all default on our mortgages, our loans, and our credit cards. Everyone gets one bankruptcy. Might as well just freaking bankrupt the system. Let's all pull Donald Trump and just bankrupt the system. And go from there. I'm not calling for violence. I'm calling for action. And that's scary. That's scary. Oh, wait, that's not really so scary. That's not really so scary. Because if I'm calling for action, because I think I did that when I was in my public speaking class, and I went up to freaking Tila Foxworth, and, wrote her, a letter and saying, hey, I need some help with some stuff. And, it was talking about assembly and, getting people together and actually doing something. But that wasn't scary. But what was scary is, what am I going to do by myself? What am I going to do alone? What am I going to do alone? I'm just going to form myself and freaking get stronger. Yeah, fucking cowards. Just because you're weak doesn't mean that I'm anywhere near the people y'all are. So, and choke on that, slap nuts. So I mean, so I guess what is it that we're gonna do? What should we do? We're all pissed off right now, and it's not, you know. And the thing is, like, the narrative is, it's red and blue, black and white. I mean, it's divide and conquer all the way. All the way, this is divide and conquer. One of the best strategies in the world. Because when I'm going against a formidable force, you know, against larger numbers, I can decrease the effectiveness of those numbers by dividing them. And that's why it is very, it's important to pay attention to the uniform and whatnot that a person is wearing, because what we want to do is find that line where the two different units meet up, because that's the weak point. So really, what is it? I mean, number one, let's just all go down to Mexico and start building a damn wall ourselves. Number two, this is our land. There is no such thing as government property. It's our land. And we need to freaking reestablish. We give people permission to occupy certain regions with privacy. But I think that it is time that we revoke that privilege. If they can revoke our privilege, why can't we revoke theirs? Are they above the law? I mean, it's just kind of, you know, I mean, talk about a little some etymology, all right? So, and it goes into maritime law and whatnot, and the thing is that there's many seas. So we can just say policy, poly-sea. Poly means many, and sea, well, it sounds like a sea, huh? And then we've got our, and so there's policies of the sea, and who actually enforces those policies? Well, the police. And then it goes into the politicians. We don't have freedom. We have an illusion of freedom. We have liberty. Liberty is what a sailor gets when the captain or admiral or the highest in command of the ship says, "Yeah, the sailor boy, or the sailorman or the sailor person, you can go onto shore, but you must be back here at this point in time, and or else suffer punishment." So that's kind of where that comes from, Y'all really need to start paying attention to things and start because what's crazy is that people are so motivated right now to freaking get, to create viral videos about freaking an angry woman, being angrier at another person, or a family or whatever the hell else, or freaking people loitering in a Starbucks, or y'all are freaking pushing for I don't believe the children should have been separated from their families, but from my understanding this, a lot of the families were already separated before they got here. So there's always more to the story than just the headline, and that's where a lot of these social justice warriors are freaking losing their cool and stuff, is that they're focusing in on the trivial shit. The trivial stuff. And they're not informed. They're completely misinformed. I mean, it's truly disgusting. And, but the actual issues, like, whatever. Why didn't anyone get up in arms about Bruce Caitlyn Jenner? Yeah, baby. Just that new badge. Everyone in Caitlyn, Bruce Jenner, whatever the fuck it is, being Woman of the Year and stuff. No one got up in arms about that, but they were fighting for equal rights and we want this, we want that, blah blah blah, or whatever else, or the transgender that won a sports competition and stuff like that. Instead of like, well, why are we still in Iraq? Why is there this highway that it's been going on for like 8+ years, costing tens of millions of dollars, that's gone nowhere and doesn't look anywhere near complete in Afghanistan, that is. Why aren't people getting up in arms about the wasteful budget? Well, the F-22, was supposed to, be a 5th generation aircraft and whatnot, but it's being replaced by the F-35, which is being replaced by other things, and so we spent billions of dollars into a product that should have never been built. It's kind of like come on, just one more penny. I know I can get my wish with this one, and the government just keeps on handing the money out. And maybe if people got a little bit more organized and focused on the true issues, we could actually see that, hey, we're not much different. We all like good food, good housing, clean water, good entertainment. We're humans, and if I could actually talk to someone on this level one-on-one, it would be a great conversation. But once start getting other people in there, oh no, because the chickens start clucking, and they don't listen to each other or they don't listen to anything because they're stuck in a mindset because freaking they don't realize that computer technology has really destroyed their lives, along with the social media, anti-social media, and whatnot. The thing is, a lot of these people are playing games that are addicted. I can't even see the point in some of these games, where it's just like people, I play my War Robots and, some of my NES emulators and stuff like that on my phone and a few other games. But the thing is, it's not the same addictive behavior as some of those other games, because those other games use skills or the tradesmen's secrets of the casinos in order to create an addictive gambling behavior and whatnot. And it's like, how in the hell did, those little Tiger games actually, remember those little, everyone had them and stuff. I actually was watching AVGN, Angry Video Game Nerd, and whatnot, and he was doing a video on the Tiger games, and I watched it several times already. I watch his stuff every, so often. But, the thing is that people bought those pieces of crap. People bought the stupid little wristwatches, the Tiger wristwatches. They bought the freaking stupid R-Zone. That's the, my stepdad, he freaking, blew my mom's freaking money on a bunch of stupid crap, freaking buying the Philips CDI, buying the freaking Sega CD, which were freaking ridiculous add-ons that didn't serve any purpose and we're just a waste of freaking money. But that's what I'm saying, is that there's a sucker out there for everyone, you know. And it's like, I mean, if I really wanted to, I can make a lot of money. I really could. But I've got this one little problem. It's called integrity. It really, I mean, I'm sorry, I just can't sell snake oil. I can't. I mean, unless I know it's doing, you know, it's a good job. And actually, I've got a couple little science projects I want to work on, but I need to get some resources together. Anyways, you know, like, that's what we really need to start focusing on is, you know, just our own communities. And I swear, once we start solving some of the little problems, the bigger problems will solve themselves out. I mean, I tried doing it with my ex-wife and whatnot, and you know, I would love to be a fly on the wall in their little household, because I know that their lives are shit. I mean, but she's also a little zombie anyway, so, I mean, she's probably perfectly content, or whatever else. And, you know, not bad, you know, getting on my, you know, ex or anything like that, and not, like, harping on it or whatever else. It's just, you know, like, part of the reason, like, I don't associate with a lot of people is because I don't like that, that simple mindset. You know, I mean, that's... Hey, what's up, dude? You freaking trying to get some? You know, I went on a big tangent there. I really did. You know, like, how was that? Where did video games come into play? Because talking about the psychological issues of like electronics, I guess, internet, and how it makes people more antsy, like they lose their patience more, because everything is instant gratification. Everything's instant gratification. If I want to know something, I can just hop onto the interweb and figure some stuff out, right? So, that being said, I mean, just take what, you know, everything I said, you know, just let it absorb. Should actually start freaking working on giving real presentations and stuff like that. I'm getting tired of freaking spam texts too. Not Texas, texts. Spam phone calls and spam texts. I mean, why aren't people getting up in arms about freaking that crap? You know, or freaking that our mobile carriers throttle our speeds. You know, we're supposed to be like the world's greatest nation, but we have some of the crappiest internet, some of the crappiest infrastructure. I mean, what the hell? And I really need to start teaching y'all some of the occult. And that's kind of like where, you know, that was the line I was trying to ride on, you know, a few things, and because not everyone's very open up to it, so I'm just trying to get, you know, your toes soaked in there a little bit, just like I was talking about policies and whatnot. You know, Lady Liberty is on the river. I mean, on an island. Oh, excuse me. Spasm. Freaking. And yeah. So you know, and like that goes with the shore leave and stuff of that nature. I mean, look at the, you know, and I've said it, you know, before, govern to control mentality, control mentality. Television programming are telling us visually what they want us to think. And I know a lot of y'all are like, oh, yeah, conspiracy theory, conspiracy theory. Oh, yeah, how could they freak the moon landing? So many people worked on that thing, blah, 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 blah. Nobody knew that they were working on the atomic bomb. And I bet you that a lot of people that worked on the atomic bomb didn't know what they were working on and never found out what they were working on. Because of compartmentalization. Compartmentalization. And that's something that happened with the Nazis, with the scientists doing that. People didn't know what all they were working on and stuff. So to say that things can't be done, you know, is kind of out there. I mean, especially, I mean, just check out Antarctica. Just look at the names of some of the plateaus and mountains and little areas that have been claimed, and just think when Colonel Byrd went there and he was talking about mountains of coal that could supply the world's energy needs for God knows how long. Give you a hint. It starts with a rocka and ends with a fella. So, you know, look at World War I. Who funded that? Why did the United States get involved in the first place? Because, well, America was funding both sides of the war, and Germany was getting sick of it. It was like, look, you either sell to us or you sell to them. I mean, like, you're not, you know, double dipping on this. And so because, you know, in that, Germany was like, well, look, we're going to start sinking, you know, some of the supply ships, you know, or we're going to come to the harbor and blah, blah, blah. And, I mean, the thing is, the German intelligence was right, and that's, you know, the Lusitania, and that's why it was sunk, and that's why we went into World War I. And that was a civilian vessel. And we used civilians to ship, to protect weapons as they were shipped overseas, which is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Alright, so, and like I said, we funded both sides of the war, then we got in there, and, well, yeah, and we know what happened from that. World War II, we created Hitler. And part of the reason why Hitler has this little funny mustache is because he almost died because he couldn't get his gas mask on. Or he couldn't make the seal because of his mustache. So, yeah, no, there's some brief lessons on the occult. You know, and freaking, actually, ended with this last one too. Genesis, genealogy of Isis, Mother Isis. It goes back to Egypt, Israel, Isis, Ra, El. What's El? It stands for deities, gods. You know, freaking, we're all made up of atoms, right? Well, it's just kind of crazy that the Bible says that we're made up of Adam. Or like, we came from Adam, like Eve. Well, we came from Adam. And well, Eve is, well, yeah, I'll just end it there. Take care, be safe, be kind, stay strong, and let's get together and actually do something and stop all this hate mongering. All right, love y'all. Be safe, be kind, stay strong. You're beautiful, and I love each and every single one of you, even my haters. I'll still give you a high five, but it's gonna be at the end. Let's just get some work done and freaking overcome some of our challenges. And I promise you that will at least be the taste in our mouths when we swallow our pride will be a little bit less, won't be a little more tasteful if we work together and kind of see that, hey, we're not so different after all, we just communicate on the wrong way. And that's to my haters.